While You Were Sleeping, Episodes 2 Part 2 Inches. While You Were Sleeping, Episodes 2. Episode 2 Recap. This time, Hongju isn't even that surprised to run into Jae-chan, and without preamble he tells her to go home like he said earlier. She asks why, but Jae-chan doesn't have an answer. Yubum's guard goes up and he asks if he's the only one who doesn't understand what's going on, and leads Hongju away. Little bro arrives, and Jae-chan gives up and agrees to go. But when they're about to leave, snow starts to fall and he can't shake the feeling that his dream is coming true. He says he has to check one last thing, and waits in the car. Just like in his dream, Hongju gets up in the middle of dinner, and at the same time Mom leaves the coffee shop without her phone and the young man follows her out with it. Jae-chan watches as Yubum follows Hongju to her car, and takes her keys to drive. He realizes that Hongju was telling the truth in his dream, but by the time he runs out to stop them, they've driven away. He tells little bro to call the police and report the accident, which little bro calls insane because it hasn't happened. He wonders why Jae-chan is so concerned about this woman, but Jae-chan says he just doesn't want her to end up like him, back then. Little bro thinks that Hyung must just be overwhelmed with stress at seeing Yubum again. Jae-chan tries to listen to him and go on his way, except he can't get the image out of his head of Hongju falling out of his grasp to her death. He stares at his hand and decides to just do the crazy thing, and leaves his poor brother stranded in the parking lot. Yubum promises to protect Hongju and her mother just like in the dream, but this time he asks what that was with Jae-chan earlier. But before she can answer, a loud crash sends their car spinning through the intersection. They are both conscious but hazy, and Hongju looks up to see Jae-chan walking through the snow to get to her. He opens her door and asks if she's okay, and then in the distance we see the young man in the Batman cap standing just a few feet away from where Jae-chan's car ran right into Hongju's at full speed. Jae-chan pulls her out of the car gently and asks if she isn't hurt, and then checks on Batman cap, who's stunned but fine. Yubum asks if he hit them, and Jae-chan says he skidded in the snow and lost control of his car. Yubum doesn't believe him though, and accuses him of hitting them on purpose, perhaps because he needs money. Jae-chan says that if it weren't for him, Yubum would have killed someone tonight. Yubum asks if this is because of that motorcycle accident. We flash back to 2003, the night that Jae-chan got caught for having a motorcycle. We learn that it was Yubum who had caused the accident, then a college student at Seoul University, and he told Jae-chan to take the fall. Jae-chan had insisted on telling the cops that Yubum was driving, so Yubum turned icy cold and said he testified the opposite, since it was his word against Jae-chan's. Then he collected his bag and just walked away, leaving Jae-chan to take the blame. In the present, Yubum calls him crazy, but Jae-chan insists that he did this to save them, because otherwise Yubum would have killed that man and framed Hongju for it, her mother would have died, and then she would have taken her own life like a fool. He says that Yubum is capable of that and worse, and Hongju listens to all of this in shock. Yubum asks who on earth would believe him and expects Hongju to agree, but she can't take her eyes off of Jae-chan. Jae-chan says in voiceover, "Who would believe me? That I saw you in my dream, that you were so sad in that dream that I came here to change it. No one would believe it, the future I changed." But of course, one person does. Hongju's eyes fill with tears and she takes a step forward. Just like in the opening dream, she marches right up to Jae-chan and throws her arms around him as she says that she believes him, because it's her, because she can. Has startled and tries to pull away, but she grabs tightly and won't let go as she says, "Thank you." He tentatively reaches up and pats her softly as he hugs her back.